Hey guys, welcome back to 12-inch figure Fanatic. Remember to subscribe. So about 4 or 5 videos ago, I think it was, I opened up CC Toys, The Last Father, they called it. And I did a review of that figure from The Last of Us, the show, not the video game. Anyway, it was a pretty decent figure. But somebody had commented, I think the other one by Toys Era is better. And I went on there and I took a look at the photos. And it is kind of frustrating when 2 different companies are coming out with the figure at the same time, and they're awfully similar. But this one might have, just judging by the photos, this one might have a slightly closer edge. This is Toys Era, not The Last Survivor, but The Last Father. So they're not too creative over there in China with the names. But we're going to open this up, see what we got, do a side-by-side with the CC Toys version, and see which one comes out on top. Let's take a closer look. All right, so right off the bat, we've got this holster attached to here. And I don't know, I can't read Chinese. I don't know what it says here. Maybe, sorry, we made a mistake. We forgot to include this in the packaging. Here it is. Don't yell at us. But yeah, so it's just the holsters for the knife and the gun. Decent quality, and they do have looks like magnetic closure. I love when they do that. Snaps can get kind of annoying to work with, and the same thing for this. It's magnetic closure. So let's see what we got here. I forgot what the head sculpt itself looked like, if it was better than the CC Toys version, but I remember the accessories with this figure stood out as being slightly better quality than the CC Toys version. And you'll have to watch that video to see my complaints. They took a few shortcuts with the accessories. I usually remove the top box ahead of time. Sorry. Stay with me, folks. So it's in the font of The Last of Us, but obviously they don't have rights to that. All right, so far it looks the same. And if I remember correctly, this one did cost more than the CC Toys version. Okay. Let's see here. Awfully close with the head sculpt. But I think I do notice like a slight edge already with the weathering of the jacket at least. And it's gonna be a critical, usually I do a quick side by side, but this is gonna be a critical one because these figures did come out at the same time, and I'm sure both of them are claiming to be the best ones. But only one can be on top. Yeah, so far I like this one. I love how aged and detailed the texture of the skin is. That's beautiful. It looks like these little strands or clumps of hair are glued in here, separate from the sculpt itself, and it looks a little false. Looks like almost like a tarantula claws digging out of the middle of his forehead. Yeah, so they even weathered the shirt. Looks good. The boots are weathered. The bottoms to an extent. And it is a single sculpt. There's no laces in there or anything, and it's all plastic. And he's got a belt. Velcro closure on the shirt. And there's some good detailing, not only in the sculpt of the hands, but also in the layering of the paint. There's some speckle, some vein. Let's see if we can get a closer look there. So yeah. There we go. So you could see some vein, some speckle of the skin texture, and then some pink around the knuckle areas. So pretty good job here. And then one unique thing about this one that wasn't on the other one is you've got these separate arms. So if you got the sleeves rolled up, you got an option of having these arms. And once again, they did a good job at the detailing of this, both in sculpt and paint. It's very impressive. And then you've got some separate hands. Oh. All right. We've got a gun here. It's nicely weathered. And it rotates, doesn't cock back, and it's made of metal. Bonus. And notice we've got, unlike the other one, we've got 2 watches. And it looks like, yeah, so this one's got like that broken face that the other one had that I noticed. And then it's got one that is a nice clean face. Very nice detail on that though. Got a flashlight, got the lens inside there, and it's nicely weathered. Got a knife, and not too much to it. It's painted nicely, not weathered at all. Looks pretty clean. And oh, I didn't notice until I put it down that is metal too. So they know how to sing to me. They know I complain sometimes about accessories not being done in metal. And I don't know what these shards of whatever are. I don't know what that is. That's interesting. But you got those two. All right. Like the other one, you have the backpack here. And oof, I love it. So if you watched the last video, I complained how there's the strap that you have to loop in at the top on the other one. And this one is just magnetic. But the magnet doesn't work too well. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's just kind of a weak magnet, but it's a magnet. And this one doesn't open at all. That's interesting. Which I'd rather have than, you know, just the flap just flapping up like the last one. This one doesn't open either. So there's stuff to give it some volume, and then you just kind of leave it like that. However, you can load stuff in the top of the main compartment, which is good. It's got this padding in there. Yeah. And then it's got the attached sleeping bag, which I think is a nicer quality than the other one as well. Yeah. Overall, so far, I mean, you could definitely, having handled the other one and in recent memory too, so I could tell the difference not even by looking at it. The quality on this one across the board is much better. So even if they do charge more than the other, than CC Toys, you are getting what you pay for. Nicer strap, and this is made out of metal as well. Any moving parts here? All right. So yeah, this does move. It doesn't cock back though. Oh yeah, slightly. Yeah. So there's some movement to it. And then they covered down on another complaint that I had on the last one. So these have actual lenses inside, plastic lenses, and the other one it was painted. Very nicely done though. And the AR, weathered of course, and in the other one the buttstock didn't move. Does this one move? Yes, moving buttstock. The other one, the magazine didn't come out. Does the magazine come out? Yes. So once again, definitely. And look at how they have that wrapped with tape, and then they have like simulated duct tape right here. So it's just the attention to detail is just fantastic. Oh, and then this comes back. Nice. Does the dust cover come out? No, dust cover doesn't come off. So that's fine. No big deal. They excelled in other areas. Very nice. We've got this canteen, and it's made out of metal, just a single solid sculpt. Very nice. Got more of those half-length arms. Got some canned goods, and the cans are, it feels like solid metal. Impressive. Look at that, how cool that is. Meatball soup, Morton House. These are nice, very nice. Got a, looks like a thermos. Single sculpt, painted nicely. Got a shovel, not metal. First plastic thing I've seen in a while, but it's nicely weathered. Look at that. And then we've got the base, which no logo, no name, but it looks like a forest scene. Now, if you watch the other video on the other version of this figure, there is a beautiful diorama that I purchased for him, and nothing beats that. I'm sorry, this is garbage compared to that. You'll have to check that out. And that's everything we've got. All right, so let me get this figure set up, and I'm going to do side by side with the other one, and we'll come to a final decision here. All right, we're back, and I've got a side by side of both figures. So once again, here is the Toys Era head sculpt, nearly spot on. And then here is the CC Toys, a few points missing. Not only that, but look at the hair on this one, a little too, I don't know, Ken doll-ish, and then this one right here. Right? Now, also look at the materials. You know, no weathering on the green shirt underneath, and minimal weathering on the jacket. Look at this one. Collar's all weathered. Jacket's weathered. The only thing I would say that I do like on the CC Toys version is I think the boots are a little bit, they pop a little bit better here. They could be weathered a little bit better, but I think they're a little too bland on this one. And maybe the feet are a little too small. But other than that, the Toys Era figure excels in every category possible. The head sculpt, the body, the clothing materials, the accessories, not only in number, but in the quality of materials and painting. The fact that this one has these upgraded arm options so that you can have the sleeves rolled up and not have the wrist joints showing. Yeah, I'm going to give this figure a 8.5, no, an 8.9 out of 10. The biggest complaint that I have about it is that the magnets on the features that do have magnetized option, they're a little weak. It's almost useless. But I'm so glad I did this video, because at least you won't make the mistake that I did and buy this CC Toys one, and hopefully you'll go straight for Toys Era. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.